Copytalk is a very important tool for my practice because after I have a meeting with the client or a phone call with the client or their advisors, the first thing I do is pick up the phone, punch the speed dial, pull up Copytalk, dictate a detailed memo which then goes into the file in hard copy, and then an electronic version goes into the computer and is saved permanently there. The first time I became aware of Copytalk was through the NAFA website, where they list all the member benefits. I was looking for a new way, a more secure way of coming up with the memos and getting them into file and saving them in an electronic version. The Copytalk system, after I researched it completely, really did exactly what I wanted to do, and the fact that NAFA provides it to the NAFA members at a discount was a great benefit. When you try to quantify the savings with Copytalk, you have to look at what you're going to spend with an assistant to do the transcribing, the typing, and all the other things that go with it. So if you're spending $10, $15, $20 an hour for an assistant who spends maybe 25% or half of her time just doing this versus what you spend on Copytalk, which will be a fraction of that cost during the month, the Copytalk provides tremendous savings at the same time providing the security that I need for these memos. One of the problems we have in our industry today is that we live in a litigious society. It's not a matter of if you're going to be sued, it's only a matter of when. The problem is that clients have selective memory. They remember what they want to remember, not necessarily what was discussed. By using Copytalk, I memorialize what was said, what was discussed, what was decided, the action points of how it's going to be taken. That comes back to me in an email, which I then save electronically. We save a hard copy. If the client questions why it was done, if the attorneys question why it was done or how it was done, all I have to do is send them the memos. Say, this is why it was done, this is how it was done. And many times that stops any potential problems because they see the process that we've gone through to make sure we're doing the proper procedures for the client. An example of how Copytalk works is a situation that happened several years ago. I had been called into a case with another agent who was semi-retired as the outside expert. In the process of meeting with this particular prospect, I dictated my memos after phone calls, I dictated my memos after client meetings, and it didn't have to be a memo from the client, I dictated memos from the other agent also. Some years later, this client developed selective memory, decided that what he had purchased was not what had been presented. When he came to the insurance company and said he wanted to rescind the policies because it had been misrepresented, the other agent had no notes, no records, no illustrations, nothing. My client's files were complete. So I sent all of that to the insurance company. The insurance company immediately denied the claim. He then went to litigation denied the claim. He went to the state denied the claim. Because I had these notes and I had these records, it was very easy for the people to look at it and say, you did all the right things at the right time in the right sequence. You found out the problems, you presented the solutions, and what you did was proper and appropriate. So having Copytalk memos prevented a tremendous amount of time being wasted in litigation and the cost that goes with it. Many times I'm asked by young people in the business or people who are older in the business, what do I do to streamline my operation? What do I do to get the bottom line enhanced? Copytalk is one of those resources that really does the job because it frees up time. If you don't have staff, that means you're handwriting or typing the notes yourself. That's a tremendous time waster when you should be calling on clients. If I've got my staff doing it, they could be working on things that need to be done for my clients. They can be working on presentations. They can be doing service work. Once again, by using Copytalk, I'm not occupying staff time to do this, which allows me to have more time in front of my clients or on the phone with my clients doing the things that I do best, which is solving client problems.